Hi there folks, Night Shift 10,000 back again with a new video. And this isn't my normal caliber of video, this is a promotional video for two exceptional individuals here on YouTube. And who are these two content creators, you might be asking? Well, they are none other than the based anarchist Eric July and the icon of awesomeness himself, Razorfist, who are answering the call of the anti-woke movement in their own epic way. And some may be wondering, what way is this? Well, as I'm sure we all know, the woke leftist movement has infested most, if not all, media with its slimy Cthulhu-like tentacles. But there are those on the internet who have taken it upon themselves to push back against this leftist invasion of our minds with a pretty interesting medium: comic books. Yes, comic books have become the weapon of resistance in this war against the woke joke movement and its endless efforts to kill everything that we love. And you may be wondering, Night Shift, why are you taking an interest in this again? Well, that's because, ladies and gentlemen, I made a video on this very topic only a few years ago. There it is in all of its cringy SJW-esque glory.
My name is Daniel Kibblesmith, and I am the writer of New Warriors #1. I got interested in the New Warriors later. I remember seeing them on the shelf when I was a kid.
Teenage rebels, God, that's a laugh. I'll bet you say one thing they don't like and they'll go crying to their fucking safe spaces. Okay, folks, I've been polite for long enough. It's time to rip this comic a new asshole. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Marvel's deal here? It's like they're a suicidal company, and they're trying to off themselves slowly with the steady poison of being woke. We don't have to stomach this. We can still vote with our dollars and make a difference in not supporting these horrible ideas. We can bring it back around and reclaim that glorious magic that was once so plentiful in the classic comics of our childhoods. Get woke, go broke. And that... Oh yeah, folks, you put that intention and manifestation out into the universe and it will come back to you tenfold. And really quickly, I know that I mentioned two content creators, but to be fair, there is a third. Social media star and comic book artist Jack Lloyd, who actually started the anti-woke comic revolution with his own comic book series, The Voluntarists. And while it wasn't outrightly anti-woke, the comics themselves, in their own way, said to hell with the woke joke movement. I would definitely recommend The Voluntarists. Now, to get into this video proper, let's start with a trailer of Isom, made by the Emperor of Epic Win himself, Eric July. Here we go, folks.
Isom issue #1 is the first book released through Rippaverse Publishing, which makes it extremely significant. Though this is Isom's self-titled book, it also serves as a launching pad for our entire universe. This 96-pager was written by myself, Eric July. The pencil and ink work was done by the great Cliff Richards, and the color work was done by Gabe El-Taib, two comic book veterans. This book is part 1 of the ill-advised arc, and it follows Avery Silman, who lives right outside of Flores Park, Texas, the place where he was born and raised. Now, Avery is what is known as an accept, which is what common folk in this area call special people. Years ago, shortly after he got his abilities, Avery decided to become a hero of sorts and adopted the moniker Isom. But a certain event had him come to the realization that this life wasn't for him. So now he lives on his own ranch outside of the big city. One day, Avery gets a call from his sister Altona. She wants him to visit his old buddy because a family friend that interned at her company, Projexis, has gone missing. That old friend is Darren Fontano, and apparently he has some connection to his family friend. Fontano has much changed since he was kicking it with Avery when they were, wee lads. Now he's a cold-blooded shot caller that isn't afraid to do what it takes to remain in his position as one of the most respected people in the city. This is a man that you do not want to cross. What was supposed to be a simple meetup with an old friend turns into the longest day of Avery's life. He runs into other excepts such as Santuan, Yaira, and the Alpha Court, and some of these altercations take a very violent turn considering his past with one of these characters. You can see why he tries to stay out of the city. Who is this family friend, and what is their connection with Darren Fontano? How does this meeting between him and Avery turn out, and does he get the information that Altona needs? How does this impact the psyche of Avery, who went from a hero to a now blue-collar civilian? These are all questions that will be answered in Isom issue number 1, which you can now pre-order at Rippaverse.com, along with some other limited edition merchandise items that will give you some more insight on the characters, such as
Earth, a place with such interesting beings. Like many other planets throughout the cosmos, their subjects have needless squabbles. But from those conflicts, I've discovered some creatures that could be of great use to our efforts. I'm not quite ready for the selection, but after many patient years, I feel it is time for more thorough documentation. This city is where we begin.
Pretty gripping stuff. I'm sold instantly on it. Now, let's get into the next one. Here is Razorfist with Ghost of the Badlands. Now, to give credit where credit is due, Razorfist isn't just tackling this project alone. He has enlisted the help of comic artist and rising legend George Alexopoulos, both of who are making this vision of godlike magnificence actually happen in the comic book world. I absolutely cannot wait to see what Ghost of the Badlands is going to be like. And would I recommend Isom? Is it possible to give something 11 stars out of 10? And I'm absolutely certain that Ghost of the Badlands will be at least a 12. I know it seems like I'm being excessive here, but I'm personally loving the hell out of this. This is exactly what I wanted to see happen in the medium of media I wanted to see. So, yeah, I'm excited as hell for this. I mean, can you blame me? I'm going to link the IndieGoGo page for Ghost of the Badlands, and if you're watching this, I want you all to get on there and fund the hell out of this while you can, and get reserved advanced copies, because I have a feeling these comics are going to sell like nothing else. I'll look and see if Isom still has a GoFundMe page, but I think at this point it's a little too late for that. So I'm promoting the series as it stands. I want to thank Eric July, Razorfist, George Alexopoulos, Jack Lloyd, the Pholosopher, and everyone else involved in these comics for pushing back against the woke movement and for just being the awesome people that you are. You're doing the Lord's work. Well, that's it for me. I'm Night Shift 10,000 and God's fucking speed!